Hello. Welcome to the stream. I don't know if it's gonna be a long stream today. I definitely did stay up pretty late PvPing on Warhammer. My friends and I started playing and it wasn't really popping off, but then a bunch of destruction players showed up and it was like a 20 versus 20 battle. They were beating us, we were beating them, it was backwards and forwards for like an hour. Until we eventually overcame. So I was in that battle from like 11:30 until nearly 1:30, so I probably didn't sleep that much by the time I got to bed. But I want to play today because, I mean, we got the Phantom Blade. So naturally, I want to go level a little bit, at least. We'll see about hitting 45. I'll do my best. But it is Phantom Blade time. So naturally, I am of course going to log in and want to play. Fly down to STV again. Probably start with the Goblin quest. So my headset is so loud. Shut up. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun playing Warhammer. So, you know. I don't know if it's ever going to be a game that I'll stream. I mean, it is popping off during my stream hours for the most part. Obviously, NA prime time is around now. Well, maybe a bit later than now even. But then it starts to die off pretty much as soon as my stream ends, so see. It really depends. I was thinking about looking to join one of the guilds that is on there. You know, there's not a huge community, so it's always good to have a bunch of people also playing in a guild or whatever. But we're doing the hardcore medley, so it's not going to happen anytime soon. This is the priority. Finish the hardcore medley. And then we'll see what happens after that. But I have been enjoying it. I'm also enjoying being a healer. Which is a strange thing for me. Healer Frankie? Yeah, that shouldn't exist. One of my friends is playing a witch hunter and they're very squishy. In like a group PvP situation. So he just runs in there and gets absolutely destroyed and he's like, heal me! I'm like, mate, you get one shot. I can't heal you. No, he's not like a beefy melee, he's just a... Like, they're kind of like rogues in World of Warcraft. They're not built to be tanking people. But he does love running in and dying and then yelling at me to heal. But I was yelling at them to, you know, use detour and all that stuff, use their defensives. You gotta get them learning. Because some of the destruction players we were facing last night were really strong. It was very fun. Hopefully today will be just as fun, maybe more fun. I mean, it's Phantom Blade, so our damage should be really high. Like, I'm looking forward to seeing what Sinister Strike hits for, like that, you know? So when we get out there, start blasting. I don't know if the chance on hit to decrease armor stacks or anything. And it is only 100 less armor, so it's not like it's going to be absolutely massive. You know, it's not even a Sunder armor. But it is something. See how often it procs and stuff as well. I'm more interested in the overall damage. Proc is whatever, but the overall damage is definitely where the fun is. Plus it looks cool. I kind of feel like Titus from Final Fantasy X, you know? I think one of his swords looks like this. I wonder if... When did Final Fantasy X come out? Was it before or after WoW? I can't fucking remember. I was about to say, I wonder if they modelled the sword off that. Would be funny. Now let's head on down to the gobbos. I would at least like to finish STV today. I don't think finishing STV is going to get us to 45. I guess it really depends on if we have bad RNG. One thing I will say in Warhammer, I've been jumping down giant cliffs because the fall damage in that game is a lot lower than it is in WoW. So I have to remember while playing this game not to jump down giant cliffs because I would literally die. Do I have save full yet? I might. I can't remember what level I get it in. Yes, we do. I don't think it's going to help though. Like, I would still die. We also got a new instant poison yesterday when we leveled up. It's going to be good. We'll use some crippling poison when we're fighting the goblins, obviously. We don't want them to run away, but everything else we fight today, we should be able to just blast double instant. I think we'll go goblins to the Zanzel stuff. And then Icarus Reed last. Just for efficiency. And then I probably want to go up to the hinterlands just to hand in that one quest. Before we go to like Feralis and Tanaris and all that. But, like I said, I don't know if today's going to be a long stream, so we'll just try to get what we get done and not make any plans. But at least finishing STV would definitely be a good thing. 3 level 44s all on the same road. That's crazy. Hopefully there's no one here killing goblins. Might as well flask up. Just an agility one for now, I think. Good. Get to it. We are heading for 100 white hits with our main hand, so that's good. Still got the rogue problems though, don't we? Not the best fight opener for for it. There we go, that's much better. It does seem to proc a lot though. This happened immediately. Someone in chat is called I'm a Real Girl. Yeah, okay. Just saw a sword proc. So it doesn't stack, but it does seem to always be on, because it does seem to proc a lot. Not all the time, but a lot. Oh, Emooge. Obviously, you have to be careful around here, though, because goblins can be a bit of an issue sometimes. They're pathing and everything. I think we're gonna have to farm up some more Troll's Blood elixirs. We've only got 3. It's not that bad to farm up, but we are gonna have to do it. They're very useful. Nice. When you get a sword proc, crit. Oh. Yeah, our damage can definitely pop the frick off if it wants. Scared me a little bit when I aggroed it up. Damn, I killed the non-main target before I killed the main target. It does still seem to be a little bit of lag in STV, but there are a lot of people here again, so that's the case. Unless STV's just laggy recently. I haven't leveled here for a while, you know? This is the last character that really needs to come through here. But we've been fucking around near the level 50s for some time now. So it has been a little while since last STV in inches. That guy out there. I'm glad the offhand does look bigger when it's out. It looks very small on my character, like when it's sheathed. Like here, it's tiny. But when we're fighting, it does look like it's actually a sizable sword. It did look a bit stupid beside Phantom Blade when it's sheathed, I'm gonna be honest. But they're both comparable size when I'm actually fighting. That's nice. It's a magic sword. It grows. It grows when I pull it in. Okay. Alright then. Distract literally just made the mob turn the same way he was. Yeah, like look at that opener, right? You know, we are getting really lucky with the quest drops, other than the snuff. The quest drops have been really good for us on theme. Now armor reduction actually very helpful against mobs like this. Big armor mobs. You see it, armor? Like, where'd that guy go? He just disappeared. Usually as a rogue, when I fight a tinkerer, feeling a little bit like it's gonna go badly because, you know, they pull out these guys and just start blasting you with themselves plus these. No issue right now. I say that, and this mob just took a while, but... Oh, a gyro. We don't really need those anymore, but... Low random paladin. Came out of nowhere. Huh? I am liking the 200 auto crits. That's pretty sick. You gotta remember, we're still a rogue. We're not going to be critting for 900. But 200 is pretty damn good. Now there's a mage here. I hate whenever I'm nearly done with a quest and then people start rocking up. Like, can't you guys just wait like 2 minutes? Like, I finish and then you can come? Well, it's demanding, isn't it? Little spirit. This place is scary when there's people here though, because well, sometimes mobs just be running around after people. And then you get social aggro. Not always the most fun thing either. Of course, we stop getting drops when people arrive. I heard one. There? Yes. I just heard the tink of the mining. Didn't know where he was, but knew he was somewhere. Survey this. I saw that Mr. Zayu, it was on YouTube, so I saw it. Like, I was just looking at YouTube and I saw that he was starting a new hardcore challenge. doing a hitless hunter, which is definitely a hard thing to do, I would say. Because it makes you have to be always active, you know? Hunter without a pet has to actually do way more than, say, like a warrior or something like that. Better than like a Jedi challenge. At the very least. But also on ultra hardcore, so it's gonna be, you know, like, do I even have mana? All that sort of stuff. So I respect that challenge. This might be the most challenging character he's actually ever run. Hey, I'll take a 12 slot bag for talking good about someone else's challenge. I don't actually need any 12 slot bags now. But if Grocket died, it does make me less reliant upon these bags. I'm equipped anyway. Because, you know, if Grocket dies, well, his bags also kind of die. It's just the way it is. Let's see if these Ansel's things are under attack. Kill a few named mobs. Double instant here. So we can absolutely blast. We blasting so hard, you know, if we actually hit mob. It didn't start out so good. Well, these witch doctors are gonna run away, but the only mob that we need to worry about running. I think on the rogue we should be able to do this. They are equal level mobs, however, so you know, there's a little bit of fuckery. Still, we're a melee character still, even without increased hit and expertise and all that. Still got to deal with missing. You know, free mobs, no problem. Blade Flurry, Adrenaline Rush, Invasion. About to say Invasion. That wouldn't be right. We also have the Curse of Weakness. We are losing at least half of our Sinister Strike damage. Oh, we actually hit. It's always surprising, because my gun skill is 11. It's actually a surprise when I hit a shot. get Blade Flurry back, but we're going to have to wait for that Witch Doctor to bugger off. Too bad this is a hunter. Oh, let's go to town on this guy. Could have switched targets there and killed it. Oh well. A little bit of DPS loss. Who cares? Alright, I will go to the other Zanzal area. I think for a level 44, this is probably the safest I've felt doing these quests. Can make them even safer if I want to. Got Troll's Blood, stuff like that. Thinking about using a Troll's Blood just because we're going to be doing the Acherus Reed quest. Why not? Mobs in their 100 damage hamstrings. I think that's like a rank 9 hamstring. Black Pearl, we don't really need them now, but take it. We've had about 20 Black Pearls. I did not expect to have so many. You know, I knew I needed some, but I didn't expect to have 20 or so drop in Medley. I thought by now I'd probably have 5. I've had a few golden pearls as well. That's pretty nice. Towards rocking them. Absolutely popping off. I'm hoping I manage to get some more Grom's blood so we can make some more elixirs of giants. Now we've got Francie up next, and I definitely want to be pretty much always potted up on her. Just to make sure we don't die. Warrior is quite an important character after all. For this reason. Don't really need to kill Chucky immediately, but I also don't want anyone else to come here and steal him. Should probably. Lost them. Nice and easy. And an Icar of Undeath. Now we just got to get our mixture. Which have been dropping in varying levels of success. So far on Lena, it's probably been our worst quest that we've got to get items since playing her. This, you know, it's only been a level, but we actually completed some quests that usually take a long time really fast so far. Also, my sword speaker's almost capped in. It was about 20 levels lower. 2 levels off now. Since we ran around with maces for a few levels. I would definitely be making people mad right now. Be like, why is he not using slice and dice when he's got the mob on 2%? I just want to see the abyss damage. Like, I'm a simple man. I see big number and I get happy. It's not that difficult to understand, is it? Bongo. Reach level 60. Like the bongo cat? Hopefully. I think the mobs that Icarus Reed run. Can't remember. Probably gonna have to cripple and poison there. Like I said, it's been a while since I quested here. For the hardcore medley. Out of 12. They're not dropping terribly. Could be a lot worse. I've had worse, definitely. But there are times where I almost finish this quest and then I just don't get a drop for like 20 minutes or something. Good a mage. It's good a mage, or is it goo damage? Maybe it's just good damage, but there's no second D, so I don't know how that could be possible. That makes sense. Pretty sure that was a double sword speak. Both of my weapons. Like we got a main hand and offhand proc. Same. Hard to tell sometimes. Like when you have fresh blade, it's very obvious. It is pretty obvious when it does happen. Ugh. We hate things like that. Priest attack speed or lightning. Slower attack speed rather. Yes. Mob just hit me twice for 200. Fuck. I'm glad I viscrit him, but you have to hit me so hard. I don't want to be hit hard. Softly only, please. It's always awkward when you're like one attack away from killing a mob on the road. It's like, wow, I'm gonna have to use energy for it. Can slow down my attack on the next mob. $20 in free charges. I didn't even kick him, I just stopped. Put out my hand. Said stop. Don't cast. That human rogue feel, man. After leveling a night elf rogue, and you just sneak up on people all the time. It's not the same as a human. Game's hard. Like a mob my level on the night elf wouldn't even be able to detect me. Unless I like run right up to it and whisper in his ear. It's actually interesting to me that a lot of people like racials in Classic WoW. Like I do too. But it's interesting because like racials in Classic WoW actually matter and mean something, right? But then you get to retail WoW and everyone's like, they should just remove them. I will put a crippling on my main hand again when this falls off because I want to go and do accuracy read afterwards. We're almost done here anyway. Really? At 42 paladin. Following us around. Say we're almost done, but the drops stopped dropping. We got 7 really fast. Whoa. Nice. I was like, he's gonna see me again. Dead, mate. Never see me again. These ones that crit for 200 though. settle down, man. Alright, one more. One more and we've got one more bag space, so it's good. Nice little sword proc open. Always fun. Also, Phantom Strike turns some blue. Little visual cue, that's pretty cool. Did see me for a moment. It's always fun for a riposte proc when you're fighting a mob that actually has a weapon. Especially a mob that has like a two-handed weapon. That's feeling. Like if I dueled that paladin and I riposte him, he just wouldn't be able to do anything the whole fight. Damage was flying. Now that that other guy's here though, waiting for respawn. One's looking for more Stranglethorn Fever. They're in the guild Southbound. Not solo Southbound, but Southbound.
Thank you.
One's over here should respawn. You can have that one. Now we're going to be doing even more blasting. That's the hope, at least. Witch Doctor? Yeah. One more mixture, please. I don't want my frickin' agility potion to run out before I do Anchorus Read. It would be awkward to use another one. I probably wouldn't, but it'd be awkward. Always sucks having to wait for more. Like, we kill way too fast on this character to be sharing a spawn point with another person. Is kind of the issue. Just say a spawn point like this. Like, Anchorus Read's gonna be fine. But these guys are already very limited, right? Killing at the speed we do. But not good. Killing in the name. Rogue's always been a fast killer, but it's definitely even a faster killer now. Nice job done. Let's go. So by the time we go back to town, sell items, we'll have about 20 minutes left on our... Should be long enough, more or less. Maybe a bit of overhang, but... We'll at least get the Holy Spring water done while in that time. $69.0 damage. Nice. That hunter standing back there is looking for more for that quest. I don't even, do I even have that quest? I mean, I do, but I haven't picked it up. I wouldn't mind trying to solo it if I do it on the rogue, though. Because there's a giant, right? Lena the Giant Slayer. Killed Fosric. It was a bit scary at times, Fosric, though, because he kept parrying my gouge. I did not enjoy Fosric that much on this character. The amount of parries, it was just anti-fun.
What can I do for you? Be careful.
Take my stuff.
Have a good one.
Bracken Murray's foot. Leave that one there for now, but it might be a thing that we come back for.
What can I help you with?
As I said, on this character, I wouldn't mind trying to do the elite stuff out here. Guess we are collecting silk cloth. Thankfully don't need any more let's say any more pages of Stranglefall.
Yo! Glad I could help!
Shovel.
Keep it real! Hurry back! Keep it real!
Quest is the quest to go to Cameron Flat.
What's up?
How long is it? 2 hours?
Glad I could help!
Yeah. We can take it now. Ultra furries. Don't need an intellect mount, do we?
Time is money, friend.
Time is money. Why I'm doing a quest set. Time limit. Do have a few 10-slot bags in here.
Glad I could help.
Send this black pearl off to rocket. He doesn't really need them, but he's having them. He's got about 20. Man doesn't need no black pearls, but just in case, he's got them. I can't wait to farm more fur balls. Probably be back there next week. Although hopefully not as long on this character because the Scourge invasion doesn't exist anymore. Go get this Icarus reed. Nice parry. A mounted parry is always so skillful. Like, it's crazy to pull off a mounted parry. I don't think I could do it. There's someone. 2 people. We're here to kill. I got a cool sword equipped now. Look at this. The culmination of many hours of farming. I guess they don't run away. Or the next one runs away. Puts up a little decrease in armor when it procs as well. Been waiting so long to use this weapon. They do run away. Crippling was the right idea. Fuck. Oh well. We'll just kill them faster. Extra poison damage equals faster kills. Don't need to worry about them running too much when we kill them faster. Looting while fighting. One Icarus reed. And also the sword sheath's on my back. Very, very cool. I probably won't ever be able to have 2 swords that sheath on my back while leveling. Having one is better than nothing. It's a really cool looking weapon, and then it also goes on your back, which makes it like double cool. What more could you want, really? Basically got a 2-hour timer on this quest. Somehow, if we fail. There's no way I should take 2 hours to finish this quest, but it is an RNG drop quest, so there's a chance. Should be over halfway through the level after this too. I'm just glad that Lena's stint this league is like the longest one I have to do, being 10 levels. Pretty much every character other than Rugen and Lena are 7 levels. And they might be longer in time duration than this 10 levels, but I'm just glad I get to play my rogue for a good amount of time, because most of the journey has been like, go and do 3 or 4 levels on it, and the reason she's only 44 is because she's been left behind by quite some way, because I didn't play her since the first character of last league. Just about to say we're gonna have to fight double here, but it looks like someone killed them all. That's a lot of dead snakes. Free passage for me. Our holy water. No chest here though. Sometimes I think about 7 times out of 10 there's a chest here when you're here alone. But you know, when we're not here alone, well, not that great of a chance to get it. Four. Where did those people even go if they killed all those mobs? I didn't see anyone else other than the guys downstairs, but there's no way they came up here and killed them, because can't climb that side of the mountain. I didn't see anyone else. Just an absolute massacre happened up there. And there's no one around that did it. It's like some super villain just came in before Lena got there, you know, and she's like, shit, what the hell happened? I still find it crazy that even with all the hit talents, you know, we get +5 hit from talents, we get weapon expertise from being a human, we get weapon expertise from talent, and yet we still miss with our main hand level while fighting a mob that is the same level. It's ridiculous. I think I should be able to hit every single attack. I was sure I missed that distract. I threw it so far away. But I definitely hit it. I'm out. I want to finish this quest within 10 minutes. So hopefully we can get 5. Oops. Quite doable. We're not a boomkin or a ret paladin. We don't need to stop fighting that much, you know. Rogue is very much a character that can just keep going and going and going and going and going. I don't even think I have regular food on this character. I've got like stat food. But I don't think I have a stack of food that is... I don't know why I pressed this there. I wasn't paying attention. I just pressed 2 randomly. I was looking for my bags. I was distracted in my brain. Yeah, we don't have a stack of food that is just like for eating. Might get some. Maybe at 45 I'll buy some roasted quail. We might need it. I'm just gonna let him come back to me. Be able to limit him. That was close though. Almost killed him. Didn't want to kill him. Dodge. How much crit do we have right now? Potion. 15.5. Not too high. We will gain a little bit more when we go to Foralis and do the quest at like 48. But also, you know, we get that. I think we lost a little bit of crit when we changed weapons, because I did have some agility on one of my maces. Got attack power on my offhand sword right now. Well, it's been 4 minutes and we've only gotten 1 read. So, right now it's not looking great. Potion might run out.
Steven?
We went from 6 to 7. And I couldn't even make a joke about 6-7 without my voice being like, no, that's for the children. Really funny, like a lot of people that are in my retail WoW guild, you know, we're 30, 40 years old, and a lot of them were asking, why are the kids saying 6-7? My response is always that it doesn't actually mean anything. The meaning has just become... It's just the number of no importance whatsoever. But so many people are asking. I got a friend who always asks me what Zoomer things mean. Like, he asked me what Skibbity Toilet was and all that. Yeah. It's like, why do you think I know? I always do know. But why? Why do you think I know? Bastard mob. I'm gonna vish you so hard. Basically, the knowledge of Zoomer terms amongst my friend circle for whatever reason. They must just know I live on the internet. I mean, I work from home, I stream. There's not much reason to, like, not be on the internet. But I still go out and touch grass. I think I'm doing better than some people. I swear that mob just spawned and woke up immediately. Like, he wasn't there. Unless he was invisible. I don't think they can go invisible. You know, I really want to play some more Warhammer tonight, but I don't know if my friends want to keep playing, like, constantly. We've already played twice this week. I was telling them that we have to go order because the Destruction player base usually has more players, and they were making fun of me last night because we were destroying Destruction. But then at some point all the Destruction players started showing up, and I was like, what were you guys saying before? Fucking smug bastards. I don't really want to re-poison my weapon. I need one more re. But it was really funny. Because we definitely had the numbers advantage, but then after they talked about it a few times, well, we did not. Made me kind of happy. I was validated. On. One more read, man. Give me the read, man. I was healing so hard. Trying to keep people alive. Using everything I had at, you know, level 10. I don't have a lot, but I was using everything I had. I don't even know why I enjoy healing in that video game. Because I don't really enjoy healing in other MMOs. You know, I did it in Final Fantasy a little bit. White Mage specifically, because all you gotta do is clear. Clear, renew, you good to go. I never really liked healing in WoW. But in Warhammer, it's just something that draws me to it. Maybe it's because healers are just so freaking strong. And you know, you can like combat res someone. It's like a 3-second cast. Which is why it's very hard to team wipe. I guess I'll go to Shimmer and Flex now.
Hey there. See you around. See you later. For the Alliance.
Then we have to go to Pheromore after that. $41,000 experience to go this level. Making good time, you know, we've only been streaming for an hour and 15 minutes. I did say it might be a shorter one today, so getting the level in would still be quite good. Thankfully we've got reset experience, so it's helpful. Might be a shorter one because I was up all night playing Warhammer. I asked one of my friends if he was down for a little bit of Warhammer, and he said perhaps, and then we played. And then we played for 3 hours. I wasn't intending on it. I thought we would have been done like an hour earlier, but the fight just raged on for over an hour. I think at one point I was in combat with the enemy faction for 20 minutes. Just standing at the back healing everyone, you know? It's just too bad that the Oceanic player base isn't that big in that game. It'd be really fun if there was, you know, always, say, 10 people on each faction battling it out. Because every time we actually get PvP, I'm having a good time. But sometimes there's just no one around and you're running backwards and forwards carrying boxes to your supply point. Which is probably the most boring part of Tier 1, but it has to be done. Ugh. I'm not surprised the yawn happened already. As much as I do want to stream, because, you know, we got Phantom Blade and we're playing the Rogue finally. Because I did stay up all night playing Warhammer. This might be like a short 2 to 3 hours. But we'll at least get a level in. Hopefully. There's a problem with streaming after, you know, a long night of gaming. Or a long night of anything. Like, I can do things that aren't streaming pretty easily. Like, if I'm just chilling and working or whatever.
Hurry back!
I can do that. Very easily. But streaming takes energy. You know, you gotta talk constantly, stuff like that. I could just sit here and be boring. It's not too much different. But you know, I'd rather be at least a little bit entertaining. Wouldn't mind going to Darnassus to get this quest. Stop yawning, you fuck. Gotta go talk to that fella as well. But yeah, there was a point when I woke up this morning and I was like, you know, I'm gonna be tired. Should I even stream? But then I was like, I really want to play because I got Phantom Blade. I want to go smack people super hard with my new sword. You know? So I have to. You know, that guy didn't really do that much damage. I helped that fella do his quest yesterday. We had to kill like 6 mobs. Fiery weapons didn't even... It didn't even swing that much.
See you around.
No wonder I almost died. Would have been terrible if someone got me killed right before I equipped Phantom. Oh, I would have been pissed. But I would have titled the video, I got griefed. I think I'm gonna head to the hinterlands next to do these 2 quests. So I've got to go up there to hand in this anyway. That's where we'll level next. And now I gotta go pick up all the stuff. Can't stop yawning now. It's all over. It's just the worst thing about daylight savings, honestly. By the time my friends come online, it's like already, you know, 10 PM my time at the least. Usually 11. But so by the time we start doing stuff, it's already nearly midnight. Obviously I want to do stuff. See, when I'm playing a MMO that requires having other people around like Warhammer does. It's not like a solo friendly MMO. If you're soloing in that game, you have a bad time. PvE, PvP, it doesn't matter. You're gonna have a bad time. So it's just kind of one of those games where you want to play with your friends, you know. But daylight savings does suck ass because like damn, I've never seen that goblin go and kill a mob. Guess it got too close to the flight path.
Interesting.
We got a lot of healing potions and we can make some if we really need them. Tried to sell the holy water. We need that.
Keep it real.
Like, why do I have this morning glory dew? I don't need a drink. Half of my lips really dryish. Like I said yesterday, I think I sat out in the sun a bit too long when it was sunny. My lips started getting a bit like I didn't get sunburned, but I feel like your lips start drying up very quickly when the sun is like high UV. Gotta buy some more sunscreen so I can go down to the beach over summer. Go enjoy the beach, you know? Maybe work out a bit more before I go there so don't look like I'm not a dad, but I have started developing a dad bod. Which I guess is okay. But I don't really like having fat.
Here there. Off with you. Watch your back.
Wash your back. We'll get the goblins drunk. I think this is the final time it is. I don't know how many times I've gotten the goblins and the gnomes drunk comparatively, but we'll get the goblins drunk.
Be good.
Let the gnomes win one last time.
What's up? Have a good one. How are you? Off with you.
Alright. I want to go hand and install these debts. So we can also go and get the quest over there, the Screecher Spirits. We'll need that when we go to Foralis. About 35k experience to go now. We don't quite have 10k worth of quests to hand in, I don't think, but I think we're getting close to it. Let's see. 2, 6. Yeah, about 8k or so. So hinterlands should definitely get us to 45. That'd be nice. That is also probably when we're going to see that we're very close to finishing our rested experience and we're going to be like, no. I haven't really leveled many of the characters lately without rested experience because, you know, the Scourge event kind of made me not want to play. And before that, I was playing the Paladin and the Druid, which, I'm gonna be honest, somewhat boring classes. I think Rogan probably... Well, he didn't actually need to do too much. He only needed 4 levels, and probably like 2.5 to 3 of those were fully rested because of, you know, just being a hunter. But Lena's probably gonna have some levels where we don't have rested experience. Like if I stream tomorrow, hopefully, we might run out of it then, but then I'm gonna have 3 days off over the weekend because it's only 1 weekend. Helga. That's a real dwarven name. I haven't been playing Total War Warhammer for like the last 2 weeks.
See you later.
But I kind of have a desire to fucking start up a dwarf campaign. I don't know why. I never really enjoyed the dwarf campaigns that much. They're too easy, but I just want to go beat up some dudes with a bunch of angry little mean. But obviously I've been playing online in Vermintide recently. So we're playing Warhammer a lot. I'm a Warhammer main. I want to beat all the campaign maps in Vermintide solo. Completed another campaign last night. It wasn't too bad. The final fight was pretty chill. There was actually mechanics though, like rings of fire and shit. It was crazy. But it was kind of fun because Be'lakor, I don't know if it was the same Be'lakor, but you know, Be'lakor. He was like shit talking the characters, like in their mind. So they would be saying stuff throughout the mission, and then the other characters were just like, what was that? And then at one point throughout the mission, someone, I think Barden, the dwarf, was like, are you guys hearing voices in your head as well? But everyone ignored it. Like, that was kind of an interesting mission.
How are you?
Fucking Be'lakor.
See you soon.
I should try a Be'lakor campaign in Warhammer, actually, in Total War Warhammer. But I don't really have a lot of demons and chaos units because I haven't bought any DLCs for it. When I first played Khorne in Total War, I found them really overpowered, but I think the mod that I use has made them significantly weaker. So it might actually be a challenging campaign now. Because when I first fought Khorne as a Dark Elf faction, I got absolutely wrecked. Like, all of their units were so much stronger than me. But now it's like sort of even. But I am enjoying the Warhammer games recently, I must say. All of them. Maybe not the 40k ones, because I'm not really a 40k fan. It sucks that most of the games that come out are more 40k than fantasy because, you know, GW killed off fantasy. I would like them to bring it back. By Warhammer Online would have been sick because it's like an alternate timeline of what might have happened if the end times didn't happen. But then EA was the end times, so it got shut down. Unlucky, I guess. It'd be fun to make an MMO, but at the same time, I don't think there's going to be a big market for an MMO in the near future because everyone's brain is like rotted out their skull. Like, you're gonna have to put some Subway Surfer in the corner, TikToks in another corner. I don't know what else the kids do, but you know, there's gonna need to be pop-ups on the screen that just show people someone screaming in their microphone or something like that to make an MMO popular these days. It's going to be quite hard to get like a full player base. I think Riot might be able to do it if they can pull off their MMO, if it's set in the lore of League of Legends, because a lot of people like League of Legends. Being able to run around, see the characters in League in an MMO would be pretty sick, you know. Go to Demacia! All that sort of stuff. So I feel like they are probably the only ones that can pull it off in the near future. Because I'm going to continue to write off Ashes of Creation as a grift until it actually shows me that it isn't. And there are other MMOs in development, but I don't really like the look of them. Barter War. I just wish someone would make a PvE based MMO that had the World v World style of PvP that Warhammer has. Like, it's opt-in because you don't have to be in the zone, right? You don't have to go and do it. Like, it's the main portion of the game, which is why a PvE version would be sick. But it's fun PvP. And you literally can take over, or at least raid, the opposing faction's main city. Which is sick. So like a WoW that had battlegrounds that are set in the open world. Which WoW did try. There's like Wintergrasp and Ashran, stuff like that. But they don't really have much meaning other than you unlock a raid fight. So people will do it, you know, a little bit, get their rep, maybe do it once a week to make sure they can unlock the zone for their faction. And there's nothing after that. But in Warhammer, I just go there just because I want to have some fun. Like, pretty much it. Plus, WoW PvP is not as fun for me. Classic WoW PvP is pretty fun because there's not too many things going on. It's easy to like keep up with, you know. You don't need to track like 1,000 different cooldowns. That's okay. But once next Ramus gear comes out, then it starts to get a bit degenerate because you're just getting one shot by people with like Betrayer of Humanity and shit like that. Betrayer in Classic? I can't remember. There's a Wrath version and a Classic version maybe. I haven't done Next for a long time, so I don't know what's in there. Like, I would love a game that did similar stuff to Classic WoW, but kept the eye levels lower. Like, the gear doesn't have to be ridiculously overpowered just to make people excited about a new tier, you know? Like, MC gear was kind of rubbish. They had a stayed having kind of rubbish gear in Blackwing Lair, but made it just a tiny bit stronger. That would have been okay. I want a more horizontal version of gearing. That's why Guild Wars 2 is fun for me, because you get your gear at level 80 and then you're done. Don't need to re-gear every patch.
What's on your mind?
I kinda hate re-gearing every patch. Guild Wars 2 did a lot of good horizontal gearing. The level cap being 80 and then just have mastery after that, I do not hate. Because in some video games, I don't even understand why you need to level. WoW is one of them. Like, every expansion when you get 10 more levels, it's like, why? What's really changing? It makes more sense in a game like Final Fantasy. I still don't like it, but it makes more sense because it story, you know, people care about the story, and WoW people don't give a shit about the story. And everyone's just rushing to the end anyway, so let them do what they want. Have the same level and they'll probably play the expansion just as hard, if not more. Destiny did that as well, before Bungie killed it. It always never made sense why you need to get more levels when you just got two leveling systems, you know? You got the level system and then the light system. It's like, just increase the light cap. You don't need to force people to level more. But you don't even need to increase the light cap in that game. You could have kept it static, horizontal, like Guild Wars, and I think it would have been just as good. Bring out different traits and stuff. But I've got World of Warcraft and Warhammer Online now. They're my MMOs. I don't know how much I'll play Warhammer Online past a certain point, but if I find a good group of people to play with, maybe it will be my main game in the future. Like, I'm having a lot of fun at low level. And it only gets better, I feel. Like, the first 16 levels are definitely some of the most fun, because after that you are thrown into tier 4 immediately with all the level 40s. But if you can make it past the slapping that you'll get after tier 1, You know, when you get into the castle siege battles and all that sort of stuff. I think it will be fun again after that. Sure, when I zone into PvP and my friends and I are like fresh level 16s and we're going to fight a level 40 and we all get fucking one shot, it'd be like, ah. Here we go. This is why people stop playing after level 16 most of the time. You can constantly just make a new character and go do tier 1 PvP though, like it's a valid strategy.
You got my attention. Hey, good. Off with you. Hey, good. Watch your back.
Alright, sack of rye, corn, barley. I forgot that I needed to go to Swamp Sorrows for this quest. So, I've already been there. Already did stuff there, but I guess we can go again. So I might go get the sack in Swamp and then Herf to Meniful and then go to Hinterland. Thanks, mate. He was almost dead. Almost dead and buffed me with intellect, and I don't even need it because I'm a rogue. What a nice guy.
Hey there. Safe travel.
There's a lot of people in Westfall today. A lot of people arguing in Westfall. Westfall chat is popping off, and most of it's just arguing. There were people arguing in Warhammer last night. My friend mentioned that, like, we were just running boxes in one of the tier 1 PvP zones because no one else was on at that point, basically. And there's like a mentor chat. It's called Advice in Warhammer, and people were arguing in there. Like, guys, this is where you come for advice, not for arguments. Come on. And my friend was like, you see all these people arguing in chat? And I'm like, yep. MMOs, right? Especially when it's a PvP MMO, though. Like, you're gonna get a little bit more toxic elitists in a PvP MMO than like a PvE MMO. Especially a private server, because for whatever reason, people that are part of a small private server community, some of them are really welcoming and want new players, but then other people are like gatekeepers and don't want new players and scare off the new players. It's like, this is so weird that you act like you want to scare the new players away, but then complain that there's not enough people to play. But you can't win with people, can you? I think when we hit 45, we get new pants. They have 14 agile, 14 stam. So we're gonna lose a little bit of agility and crit and stuff, but we're gonna... Even health is pretty big. Even it out. I should go get the fever quest before I go there as well. Any tourists today? I mean, we're not leveling here for a bit now. Maybe next week, I'm not too... Maybe not quite next. But I haven't seen too much tourists this challenge. We are officially at least halfway to level 60 on Lena though, experience wise. You would assume we would be finishing this character within 6 days played. But we'll see. Still got some grinding and stuff to do on Lena. He is a very important character when it comes to grinding for the rest of the team. He was the character that did the very first grind of the hardcore medley when we were going for iridescent pearls. 2 levels of Murloc farming. It was fun. Wasn't that bad though, but it was, you know, like 20 levels ago now. Alright, I did say yesterday I didn't have to come back to the Swamp Sorrows, but yeah, there's one thing I forgot, so. One more ride into the Swamp of Sorrows. After this, I never have to come back here. Thank the Lord. Because Swamp of Sorrows sucks. It's very green and there's some horde NPCs that flag you for PvP for whatever reason. Makes my horse green. Meant to be brown. Why is my brown horse green? Ah. Blind weed. Might be worth picking the blind weed because we can still make some more like potions of intellect and spell power. But at the same point, like, I got a sneeze coming. I love sneezing, man. It's so fun. Absolutely destroys you. Like, I'm already yawning today, right? I don't need a sneeze. Like, it just makes it worse. Alright, like I said, get the sack. Perf. Get that sack. Do a herf. Go to Tal Dressel. Hopefully that boat is arriving. It's always good when the boat's parking up right when you get there. lot of the people playing Ultra, like the ones that started when they'd all started, are approaching 60 now. Saw a person with Ultra in their name hit 60 yesterday. Good stuff. I mean, you know, get into level 60 without being able to see your character's health and mana. That is pretty cool. I think my friend that's playing Ultra is also doing it without being able to see the hotbars. Which is, you know, an extra level of complexity. I don't think it's really that challenging other than, like, your big cooldowns. Like, you wouldn't know when 5 minutes of adrenaline rush is ready, you know? Stuff like that. But, like, your regular abilities, obviously, would be quite easy to track. I wonder if for, like, Rogue on Ultra, without knowing how many combo points you have, would be be interesting. But I think the challenge of just having your health not showing the whole time is pretty cool. That people in 60. I mean, that 53 Warlock has got him further on his Warlock than I got on mine. So there's that.
Ishnuala.
Nuala.
Be careful.
Hate this little... There's always this little bit of skin at, like, the middle of your lip that I feel is most susceptible to, you know, whenever something happens. Like you stayed out in the sun a bit too long or something. Feels strange. Yeah, if I was playing Warhammer during the day, like right now, there's 80 people in tier 1. Usually when my friends and I are playing, it's like 40 max. So we were having epic battles, but the battles would be double as epic right now. Did that boat just go sideways? Did I see that correctly? Are they drifting? So maybe in the future, if I'm still streaming after finishing the hardcore medley, yeah, we might jump on there and fuck around. Just depends on what happens.
Hello, Bashar Fela.
Alphala. Fucking Sims. Sims looking ass. Dead at 40.
Peace be with you. Then not.
They are a druid. Just getting to 40 is going to be a challenge, honestly. Unless they're playing feral. Still a little bit challenging. Not a rogue, you know, but a lot more serviceable than like a boomkin. Unless, of course, you're buying all of your gear and potions and everything from the auction house, which I think is what people expected me to do when I made that video about Boomkin or Balanced Druids having problems. Some of the comments, you know, are just like, I obviously have not watched your whole series, so I don't even know why you are doing things the way you are doing. But I am going to comment telling you to buy things from the auction house. That's pretty much what I read. Some people just watch a random hardcore video and then they're like Mr. Know-It-All about the whole series. That's why they get sent to the void. The boat is arriving again, just in time. We had the perfect boat cycle for this visit to Taldrassil. Very cool. Mike's Mighty Hammer. Nice. When my friends and I started playing hardcore and we actually did Dead Mines finally, which, you know, took a few weeks of getting together. Because one person died the night we were going to do it. So then we had to wait for him to level again. Smite's Mighty Hammer did drop, and obviously me as a warrior, I'm like, oh, I really need that. That would be so helpful to level. And my druid at the time was mostly playing feral, because we didn't need a healing druid until, like, you know, the mid-40s. Real. So I was like, yeah, we'll run it again, mate. We never ran it again. I would have run it again. It's just that it's so hard for us to get 5 people schedule aligned that we just never were like. Because by the time we got together again, it's like, alright, time to go to SFK or BFD, stuff like that, you know? You don't want to have to run Dead Mines again when you got new dungeons to run. That's one of those problems with people having careers and families and just other activities they want to do. If everyone just played WoW like they did back in 2010, it would be so easy. Same thing with trying to get people together for Warhammer. Like I keep mentioning to my other friends who are playing, like it's so hard to get people interested because A, you got to deal with 300 latency, and B, it's a private server. So people would rather, you know, do other things. Even though I don't think this private server is going to be shutting down anytime soon. It's not like a WoW private server where you got to worry about it going under at any moment. So all your progress might get lost.
Hey there.
We haven't been to the hinterlands on this character. Alright then, let's run up there. Go do all the starter quests in the hinterlands, should be doable. Got the cages, the necklace, this thing and the sack of rye. That should get us to 45, and then after all that, Foralis time. But I don't think Foralis will be happening today. I have gathered a little bit of a second wind, but I do feel like the yawns are coming back. You don't really notice the flapping of the griffin that much. Well, I don't anymore. You know, I've been playing WoW for pretty much over half my life. But when you're tired, I notice it when I'm tired. To the hinterland. You know, the entrance to the hinterland sorta reminds me of one of the in Warcraft 3 when Arthas is in Northrend. So it's not the same place, obviously, for Northrend. But it does remind me of one of the entrances into one of the missions in Warcraft 3. Plus, I never saw that place in WoW. Like, that place in Northrend doesn't exist in World of Warcraft. So, they must have put it somewhere, and I think the Hinterlands is the place. My friend and I rebought Warcraft 3 last year. Was it last year or earlier this year? I can't remember. It's been a while. I think it was during the Medley. Like, I was in the Badlands at the time on one of the characters, so it must have been this year. We played like 20 or 30 matches. Had over a 50% win-loss, so it wasn't going too badly. But then we stopped playing, and now just been playing so many other things. We stopped playing because I started playing Total War Warhammer. So it's been, I'd probably say 4 months or so since that. It was when I was at the last house I was living in, which was also this year. A lot has happened this year, honestly. This year's been hella busy. No wonder the hardcore medley isn't done. I definitely wanted it to be done by like December. I was hoping it would be, but I think I've had like 2 months that I haven't been able to stream just because of moving house and Scourge invasion, stuff like that. I do feel like we're 2 months behind where we would be. I don't know if I would be level 60 by now if I wasn't, but I would at least be 56, I would say.
See you soon. Keep your feet on the ground.
Like, I think would be on the final league of the medley. Right?
What's on your mind?
If those 2 months other bullshit didn't happen.
Hello. Safe travels. Be good. Keep your feet on the ground.
But it's okay. Also saw Zara, you made a video earlier. I haven't watched it, but it's titled TBC Hardcore would be harder than you think. And I'm like, no, I know it's going to be difficult. I'm sure a lot of people know it's going to be difficult because there are kill mechanics. We just want because of that, though. Like, I know a lot of people are going to be dying.
Interest you on a pint? Off with you. Watch your
That's
back.
what the fun of it is for me. The fact that people are going to go into something that is sort of unknown because it's a hardcore version that hasn't been played hardcore, and people are just going to be dying everywhere. Like, the leveling to Outlands will be easier because a lot of the elite quests in this version of the game are much easier in TBC. But once you get to Outlands, you're going to get fucking slapped. If you go there at 58, you're probably dying. I would not take a hardcore character into Outlands before level 60. Even Hellfire Rampart's probably going to claim some. So I remember when TBC first came out, and my friends and I went into that first dungeon. You know, we were in Naxxramas gear and stuff like that. We went in that first dungeon, and it wasn't like a complete pushover. We outgeared it, but we had to do mechanics. And this was like, wow, you never really see that in dungeons. Most of the dungeons in vanilla are very simple. You know, there's some certain things that were difficult, like Kite and Drag or something like that. But it was mostly simple. Another few. That's the reason I want TBC Hardcore. Even if TBC Hardcore isn't a thing, the community will still play it. At least a little bit. Because we know that there will be death and carnage. That's what's exciting, because let's be real, Hardcore Classic has become rather easy. People now have 2 years of experience in it, right?
How are you? Safe travels. See you soon.
So we need something exciting again. Something that can just have deaths everywhere. People dying to random stuff that they don't know about again. Like, that's what would be exciting for me. And mechanically, I am stupid in Outland. Like, I know a lot, but I've played a lot less TBC than I have any other version because, well, it hasn't been done for so long and I didn't do TBC Classic. So I would get my ass beat. I know sort of what to expect. But I would still die, most likely, and that would be exciting. Dying in hardcore is like kind of fun. You know, you're having fun and you die. And it's like, alright. Good to know. So I just want the challenge. A lot of people play hardcore like it's something that you have to hit 60 in or you suck, but I don't think so. I think if you die, have a good death at like, you know, level 30, 40, 20, 10 even, but it was a good fun experience, that's worth more than having a level 60 character. That's why I do try to do challenging content. Like, I almost died on my priest when I was playing it last because I was doing the chicken escort quest. While being underleveled for the chicken escort quest. This one out here, I think it's like, yeah, 48. I was 46 or 47, I can't remember quite. Or doing elite quests on the hunter and the rogue, because for the hunter especially, the only quests that are really going to get me killed is something that can kill my pet first. Solo and elites on the rogue, always fun and exciting. I think we've killed like maybe done like 10 elite quests on the rogue solo so far. Like, you're always striving to find the next challenge that can potentially take you out, you know? At least that's how I view it. Obviously, you got some downtime, like when you're just killing random mobs to get some levels, but you're working towards that next challenge. I think for a lot of characters in the near future, Foulwood is going to be that next challenge for me. Because I do want to go into the cave in Jadenar. Try get things done, you know? I need giant eggs on the character. I don't think... I might have 10 of them, so we might actually not. But it might be 12 that I need? I can't remember. Grass, sungrass. Distract that guy so he doesn't come walking over here. Maybe I should do a Warhammer Online solo hardcore challenge. Obviously never go into PvP. Because then you would die. Although you could PvP while not dying at the same time. But just like a PvE challenge in Warhammer Online, I think would be funny. That game's PvE is kind of crazy at times. Mobs respawn quite fast. That sort of stuff. I remember when I was here on my very first hardcore rogue, I had full world buffs and I was just blasting them. We are now here without world buffs because Do not do that here. Oh yeah, these guys. Damage. Randomly. Might have something to do with my poisons, I can't remember. Or they just do it because they're called Venom Blood. Rancid blood. Rancid blood. If anyone can tell me that song, obviously the words are different, but if anyone can tell me that song, good job. You are old boomer. When I was a child, my parents listened to it quite a bit. 2-minute deadly poison on the rogue. Ugh. It's hideous. Wonder if there's a chest in there. So the problem now is I can't bandage 2 minutes. But I don't want to waste my food. Because it's snack food and not like regular eating food, so yeah, we have a little issue. A minor issue, one might say. No respawn today. Oh, I do have this frog leg stew, I guess. Forgot I had some of that. Even though it's sitting right here. We'll wait for... we don't really need to wait. There's a person back here. I was gonna wait because I was gonna jump those 3 mobs. Of course it puts deadly poison on me immediately. Why would it not? Bashed. Now I got 2 deadly poisons. God. Apparently they can stink. It's horrible. Who told them they could stack deadly poisons? I do not like. Especially because they're ticking at different times. So I can't even... Usually you can time the stealth around them, right? They're a 10-second tick, but yeah, this is as awful as a nose here, tickling my nose. Which is also happening. If you ever wonder why I rub my nose so much, fucking nose ears, man. one of the worst mechanics of being a human. Alright, we've also got a third poison there. These guys suck. We are finished the quest once we get that cage though, because we've got all the necklaces. But I do love having poisons on my weapons and not on me. Should be able to get this without anger. Nice. Let's go for the sack of rye. The quest that got Garland killed. It should be quite easy on the rogue because we haven't. I keep not looting the item. Like I hear the loot and then I get on my mount and it doesn't loot because of 200 enemies. Picked up 2 wild vine. Pretty nice. I don't feel like I need to kill this, but I should. Just in case. Just in case for whatever reason we need a kite. Thankfully we're a character that doesn't have mana though, so we're not going to get mana drained by the foul beast that comes out, you know. Get a second giant egg, that's cool. This Witherbark cooler. The problematic mob. I want it to be as close to me as possible. Maybe I should go kill that other foul beast. I was about to say foul beast. It's not the correct direction. Saw me for a moment there. You made a little noise. One. If I gun pull this, it will shoot me with shadow bolts a few times, but we do have a kick. It might summon the dog, but the dog shouldn't be an issue on them. But it is also level 46. You know. It's a minor problem. Yeah, those shadow bolts hit fucking hard. One of the reasons Garland died is because I tried to LOS the shadow bolt here. Because there is 1, 2, 3 things that I thought would have LOS'd the shadow bolt. None of them did. It was cooked. Just like that cheap shot that didn't work. could solo pull this. And not have to worry about the other caller. But I do like getting a lot of revenge, so maybe I will. You know, Garland's death happened, and now I need all of the revenge. So the more callers we can kill, the better, you know? Staying too close to the fire, that would be embarrassing. No dog for you, mate. Die. Alright, there's a sack of rye. We just gotta get one more fever and then we're done here. For now. Go hand in our quests and hopefully level. We might need to go hand in the fever quest to actually level though. If there's enough experience. What we have here. We'll get the sack of corn when we go to Tanaris. It won't happen for a little bit because I'm going to go Feralis first for a moment. How many Albies? The Albies are pissed. Oh look, another chest for me. Go. Alright. Can I find one more fever without having to fight a bunch of mobs to do? There seems to always be a hunter here farming trolls. Legit every time I come through here, there's a hunter farming trolls. It's not always the same hunter. It's just a hunter. They love it. I haven't really seen many other classes here farming trolls. Just be a hunter, send the rest of the XP guys. It's like you must farm the trolls in villains. You do not farm the trolls in the hinterlands. You get your hunter privileges revoked. How are there no fevers? Maybe they also farmed the fevers. Quite unfortunate. I only need one. Here's one. I found it. Phantom Blade does look really cool out here with the lighting the hinterland sees. I think for Alice it will also look pretty sick. Maybe I'll download today's footage just to be like Here's what Rogue with Phantom Blade looks like at level 44. Put it into Rocket's video.
Talk to me.
Tell me your
Be
name.
good. Off with you. Be good. Watch your back.
Only got 2 necklaces. I don't think we'll keep them,
How are you?
because the chances of actually coming back here and farming more trolls is pretty slim.
Be good.
Heyo. Hopefully we actually get some of the distress beacons on this character. We didn't get the Hinterlands one yet, but you know, the quests are doable on the rogue. Quite doable. They're always a fun challenge to solo as well. Rogue is one of those classes that's very easy to hit level 60 on if that's all you care about, right?
See you soon.
But it gets like significantly more fun and challenging if you want it to be. 5,000 experience. I don't know if this quest is worth 5,000. It is.
Hi.
Okay.
Off with you.
Let's go back to Taldristle and hand it in then. I guess I'll hand in this quest and then fly down to Paralis and probably log out for the day. I won't start doing Paralis today, we'll leave it. I should be back tomorrow. Get a full day in Paralis hopefully, unless I play more Warhammer until 2 in the morning. You never know. Look, I would play it during the day while streaming if my friends didn't work regular day jobs. That is the problem. They are the problem. But, you know, I also got to play hardcore WoW so I can get through the hardcore mid. But we at least got to 45 today when we hand in this quest, so I'm happy with that. 45, get another crit, get some new pants. Gonna drop our crit a little bit, so I'm glad we get that other crit. I should possibly go and farm up some strong Troll's Blood potion. We need Bruiseweed and Briarthorn for it. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Start in Paralis and blast all the quests, and then all the quests that we can do at least. Like Ruins of Solasol, High Wilderness, Mark of Quality, Rhapsody. Can do all that. But we'll probably leave Freedom for All Creatures and like all the other stuff for a little bit later. So I think with the quests that we can do, we should be able to get halfway through the level. Is the boat... Oh, the boat's leaving. That's annoying. Level 10 Night Elf Priest. I don't know if they are running Iron Forge or they're gonna swim, but good luck. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Like I said, 2 seconds. No need to log in. Dabs. It's fiery weapons at level 15. That is a lot of people's hardcore leveling now. Just get fiery weapon on your melee weapon. Like, even as a mage, putting fiery weapon on a staff at low level or a dagger at low level would be a DPS increase, I think. You're a caster that just battle mage. I don't think a battle mage challenge would be very fun, but it would be unique. You know, you're allowed to use Fire Blast, but other than that, you're a melee mage. I think they allow to use all AoE or all like instacast, so Arcane Explosion and Blast Wave, I guess, would be usable. But for me, I think only Fire Blast could be usable. You'd have to just go full Stam gear, you know? Maybe you start wearing Cloth of the Bear or Cloth of the Monkey, so you got like Strength and Stam. Yeah, that'd be stupid, but kind of interesting. The battle mage. We've probably got about 20 minutes odd left of stream. So it hasn't been the shortest stream. When I got an hour in, I was yawning already. I'm like, man, I'm literally falling asleep. But we push through. This level has only been 3 hours. So that's pretty nice. I need new necklaces for my characters. This is like going to be the hardest thing about the Medley, is replacing this. I think on Alia I found a nice one recently. I found it on Grocket actually for Alia, but yeah, I haven't really found many necklaces across the whole Medley. Rings have also been difficult, but we at least get some. I need some eagle rings so I can give Grocket a good one, because he's ruined the fucking Jaina's signet ring, which is strength stam, just because it gives 70 health. Like 70 health is pretty good. On a fire mage, yeah, I'll take that. But jewellery is definitely a hard thing to come by in the Medley. I still find it interesting how this sword looks this size when it's on my hilt, but then for whatever reason turns into this size when I'm fighting. Magic sword. I wonder if all swords are gonna do that. Like, it doesn't look that big. Even near, but it is definitely bigger than that. No boat, we're going for a swim. Or a shark in the water, you know? We've got a little sword fin sticking out. I guess because we're going to be logging out soon anyway, might as well use the nifty. I definitely only clicked on it one time, so I don't know why it said item not ready yet.
What brings you here?
My mouse better not start
Farewell.
double clicking, I can tell you that much. I was actually talking with some friends about, for whatever reason, I don't know why, one of them brought up their mouse, like they have to replace it because it started to double click or whatever. Like, that's what you get for using a razor. It's mainly the deaf adders. There was a time when I lived in Australia, I think that was the main reason why they started dying after like 6 months to a year. But the deaf adder would just start double clicking. They are so bad. Like, I had 3 of them. They were so cheap though, so it's like an affordable mouse that I'll have for like half a year for like $60 or however much they were. So obviously I was gonna buy it because I poor. I needed the cheap mouse, you know. This one, D502 Hero, I think it was like 120. Pretty much the mouse I had for 5 years. I just got a replacement one because the other one was 5 years old and a bit gross. So I got this one and I've had it for 2 years now. Still running around pretty well. Definitely better to spend double the money but get like more life out of, isn't it? Like, it's 4 times the life.
Goodbye,
So far.
dear darkness.
Wait, didn't that say it was going to give me 6,000 experience? What a fucking lying... I'm sure that said it was worth 6,000 XP on the map. And it only gave me 4,000. This shit. Can't believe it.
What brings you here?
I will take the pence out of the bank. Yeah, we do have a few giant eggs. Keep 12 just in case I need 12. I can't remember how many. Add in the don't need that.
Farewell.
At 45 I can go and do the last of my lock picking as well, but I think we might as well wait till we're 46 because we're not going to be able to open the lock boxes in 46 anyway. You can go to Grocket. I cannot believe that the game lied to me though. Very rude. I wish I had 13 extra silk cloth. Now those are just gonna sit in my inventory for now. Demon Forged Breastplate. I wouldn't wear that.
I'm listening. Good luck.
Alright, this is a big flight, so I'm gonna go toilet because I need pee. Alright. So we're gonna land in Foralis. Probably just do the first part of Ruins of Salazar because it's Go Scout a thing. That'll give us the experience we need because that other quest lied. See, I mentioned I don't think this quest is worth 5k. And then I looked and it said 6,000 and I was like, oh, it's worth 5k. It was only worth 4k. Like I knew. Can't trust Questy, me. The AI gonna take our jobs? Not that one. So I guess tomorrow we'll blast Foralis and then probably go to Tanaris. It really depends on how much time I'll be streaming tomorrow, though, doesn't it? Is it going to be a long or a short one? We'll see. We'll see from activities that happen tonight, but the last 2 nights have been some Warhammer until after midnight, so I don't know if that will change tonight. I'll be honest. Curious stone sprite. Spirit, actually, sorry. He's a spirit, not a sprite. What's the difference? Eh. Just a couple of letters, honestly. Well, at least, you know, from waking up and being like, will I even stream? We got 3 hours out of it. I will take that. Because when we were 1 hour into the stream and I started yawning, I was like, do I even hit 45 today? But the Phantom Blade pulled it through. We got to have some good fun. I just hope while I'm running around having a lot of fun on the rogue that I can find a nice big blue weapon for my warrior. Or an epic. Kang. He drops around level 50. After seeing that Southbound warrior with a Kang the other day, and he said he got it from a level 50 mob in Tanaris, I was like, damn. I hope that's me next. We have been kind of lucky with our blues lately. Like, Elia got one, Rocket found 2, so even that potentially. Executioner's Cleaver, Lord Alexander's Battle Axe. You know, there's some options. Just anything that's better than Whirlwind Axe, honestly. And I would be happy. Whirlwind Axe is very good, but as we approach level 50, it starts to become not so good. But yeah, when we get to this quest to do these and the giants, we get a new sword. We're not going to do that till like, hopefully 48. Maybe 47 at the earliest, just to get the sword a bit quicker, but hopefully 48. Because that means we've actually had a good series of questing rather than just hoping and praying that we have quests. Nay.
How are you?
Nay, nay,
Have a good
motherfucker.
one. Safe travel.
Breed car. Take the high wilderness.
I am listening. Farewell.
If only I had that
What
quest.
brings you here?
Could have
Illuminate
actually leveled, perhaps. If I took that quest and the Handle of Care for up Farron, we would have leveled. But oh well. Won't do the missing courier just yet because it's a track quest, honestly. It's level 43. But yeah, actually got to be like, 46 plus to be able to do it safely. 1.1k experience, and I guess this wolf wants to be the first of that experience. I don't really want to put poisons on my weapons right now because I'm going to be logging off anyway. We'll get this done because then that means tomorrow we can just start by murdering. Indiscriminate murder. Can't, Lena. Surely you can burst through the frickin' renew. Why is her health going up? Level 45. 2 strength, 2 agility, stam, and a spirit. Grab that. Man went defensive stance right when he saw me. He was so scared. So we get the agility back that we're going to lose here. How do these look? Now, they kind of look like our shoulders. I don't really like how they look, but we are going to wear them. We don't have the little ear holes in our legs anymore. Can't check out our thighs.
Hello.
Just gonna have to be normal and not look at our character.
How may I help? Goodbye, dear madness. Greetings.
Probably sell that scroll of agility. We won't use the night to keep leaguing. So our crit actually went up though at 16%. We've got not even half a level of rested experience. That's terrible. So I think if we do play tomorrow and we play for a bit, get through for Alice and all that, we're probably going to be out of rested. We'll gain a lot more back over the weekend, but yeah. Only like 2.5 levels of Lena this time. We had to grind those lock boxes that cost us a lot. But anyways, that's me for today. Yeah, these pants do look terrible, but we shouldn't have them too long. Be like 5 levels or something. We'll see. Thanks for joining me today. I would have streamed longer, but I've run out of energy. But we got 1 level, so yay. We're catching up to the pack. I will see you guys when I see you next. I should be here tomorrow as long as I'm not up even later playing Warhammer. Have a good night or day depending on where you are in the world. And I'll see you all when I see you. Later. Or wave as hard as you can.